lovelies, Michelle here with Drink, Eat, Repeat VSG. I am coming to you today at 35? Yeah, 30, sorry. My 35th week post-op VSG, and today is February 13th, so it is officially my 8-month Surgiversary. So, woohoo! It's exciting. It is exciting. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for checking it out. If you've been here before, thank you so much for your support. Please go ahead and hit that like, the thumbs up, and the subscribe button on your way out so you'll be alerted when I add new content. I do VSG videos, reaction videos, and unboxing videos as well. So I hope you'll check them out and let me know what you think. Let's go through the stats real quick. I am 5'7½". I am 40 years old. I started this journey at 287 pounds. That was my highest recorded to my knowledge. On the day of surgery, June 13th, 2018, I weighed in at 263. Last week, I came to you at 197, and this week, I come to you at 197. So, yeah, that makes 3 weeks in a row of 197. So I'm a little bit stalled, and I really need to reevaluate what's going on. I'll get to that in a minute. Overall, I've lost 90 pounds since my highest and 66 pounds since surgery. So I'm ecstatic. I'm overjoyed. I'm a little disappointed, yeah, that there wasn't a loss this week, but I'm not upset about it. I'm still pretty much on track to where I want to be. Could I be a little bit less? Yeah, I could, but I could also be more, right? So I looked at this as a good thing. And I've had stalls before for a couple weeks, even for a couple months. Around the 5th or 6th month, I was stalled for a long time. And I've learned a lot about the stalls, and a lot of it has to do with your body's reaction to the amount of calories that you're getting. When your body thinks that you're not getting enough calories, or you're stagnating at getting the same amount all the time, your body starts to hold on to fat and energy because it's going into like anti-starvation mode. So I think what I'm going to try doing, since this is the 3rd week in a row of the same weight, is maybe increasing my calories a little bit, and while at the same time really bunkering down on not getting too many carbs and keep up with my workout routine. I don't do a lot of cardio, and I don't think that has anything to do with the stall. I stay active. I get 10,000 or more steps a day, and I'm constantly running around cleaning and chasing after kids. So that's sort of what I do. For cardio is just the walking and getting the steps in. I do yoga and I do weight training, so I just need to maybe amp that up a little bit to kind of get myself back on track to break this stall again. But I'm happy with where I'm at. I want to share some of the non-scale victories, because at this point the non-scale victories are a lot more exciting and more important to me, because at this point I have lost a significant amount of weight where I feel pretty good about where I'm at. Yeah, I want to lose a little bit more, but I'm not so focused on that number right now. I'm more excited for the NSVs. I'm more excited for all of the good things that have come with losing this weight. I talked in my previous video about going off of all the medication as far as high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and that my labs have been really good, except for I've been anemic. So I've been taking iron supplements and trying to eat more leafy greens and stuff to get that iron level up. So other than the anemia, my labs have been better than they've been in forever, and my blood pressure has been awesome. After years and years and years of it being high and being on multiple blood pressure medicines at a time, to not have to take that is just awesome. That's probably the biggest one, and will probably remain the biggest one, is the health NSVs. The other thing is, if you're in this journey and you're not doing measurements, or if you're not doing them very often, I really encourage you to keep track of your measurements, because a lot of times you will hold on to actual weight, but your body is losing inches and you're not really realizing it. You might notice that your clothes are fitting a little bit looser, but maybe you're not really seeing that loss in inches. So I just want to go over mine a little bit. I didn't write down the total inches lost, but I'll try to do that for the next video. But there's just a couple measurements that I wanted to talk about that I'm really excited about. And one of them is the waist. When I first started this, when I went to the doctor, the pre-op appointment, the nurse did my measurements. And at that point, my waist was 50 inches. Yeah. I don't know how in the world I ever got to be that large. And I didn't, you know, it was weird because I didn't really feel like it was that much, but it obviously was. Yeah, and today I did my measurements, and my waist right now is at 35 inches. So that is 15 inches off my waist alone. So yeah, that's huge. That is huge. When I first started this, my hips were at 52 inches. Today they're 44. So, you know, when I first started this journey, I was more of like a square, where my waist was not very much smaller than my hips. And now it's more, you know, going more back towards the hourglass figure that I used to have, and that I'm overjoyed to be getting back. So yeah, 52 down to 44, that's what, 28 inches. So yeah, that's huge. My chest, and yeah, I've lost a lot in this area, and maybe if I was 20 years younger, I would be upset about going down from a double D to a C cup, but I'm not. You know, I'd rather be healthy than big chested, I guess. You know, some women have it all, but you know, I'd rather be healthy and sitting at a C or even a B, and then be back in that double D range. So when I first started this journey, my chest measurement was 48, and I am down to 39. So yeah, that's what, nine inches? Yeah, so that's quite a bit. And so I'm really happy with that. Measurements, really important to keep track of those so you can celebrate those victories. One other thing is just a little story that I wanted to share, and this has to do with the way that we see ourselves, the way that we envision ourselves. Having been a much bigger person and getting used to picking up sizes in the store, and a lot of them not fitting when I thought they would fit, or, you know, being used to looking at clothes on the hanger that, you know, are a certain width in my mind that would fit my body, I am still getting used to picking up larges and mediums and even smalls. So it's weird because when I pick them up, I don't see them as something that would fit my body. For example, I went to Indianapolis this past weekend with my daughter because she is going to Butler in the fall. I'm so proud of her. And we went to Butler for a reception, and we went in the bookstore, and of course I wanted to get a Butler hoodie to support my kid. And I'm picking up these hoodies, and they were size large, adult women's large. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, I've been in larges and mediums primarily, some smalls, but with a sweatshirt, you want it to be a little bit baggy. So I think, okay, large would probably be good. So, but I pick it up, and I'm holding it in the hanger, and I'm looking at it, and I said to my daughter, is this a grown-up size? It looks like a kid's. Like it. She was like, what? It looks right. And, you know, she's like a medium gal. And I said, I don't know. And I'm like holding it up on her, and it looks like it would be, you know, maybe a little bit big on her. And she's like, Mom, you know, I think it's fine. It's going to be fine. And I'm like, I don't know. So I didn't buy it right at that moment. And I did go back later in the day and pick it up. And then we got back to our hotel that night, and I put it on, and it was too big. So that, you know, that was a big NSV for me this weekend. And it was, you know, I could have got a medium and probably have been totally fine. So yeah, I still need to get my mind to catch up with the true reality of my body. And I think that's just from being used to being a larger person, that I'm not quite there yet. My mind hasn't actually caught up with what the reality is of my body. So if you are in this journey, be aware that those kind of things are going to happen too. So yeah, please give me a like and a comment. Let me know how you're doing on your journey. And if you have any questions for me, I would love to answer them. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out, and check back next week, and hopefully I can report a loss for you. Talk to you soon.